Hello there, and welcome back to the Claire Codes channel. Today we are going to be doing a different format of video. As you can tell, I am here, and so is this beautiful whiteboard. I actually just set this up. So I have Govee light, string kind of contraption tubes going around a 4 foot by 2 foot whiteboard. And this is Govee, and there's actually an app called Govee Home. Where you can change the settings of the lights. So right now it's sunset glow. Do forest, do ocean. I could have it so that it kind of goes through the speaker of my phone, so it kind of reacts. That one isn't my favorite, but some of these are cool. This is rainbow. Ooh. Desert. And then there's also DIY, so you can make your own light formats. And yeah, I don't know which would be the best for this. Maybe not one that moves. Let's go to emotion. Breathe. Nah. Energetic. That would be too much. Too much. Quiet. Quiet's cool. I like that. Okay, I watched this YouTuber, Emily D. Baker, I think. She's like a lawyer react channel. And she has lights in the background, and she changes them based on like what they're talking about. So if it's something like extreme, it'll be red. Okay, but let's get to the main topic of hand. What is this all about? We are going to be studying algorithms together, and I'm doing this for a few reasons. One, I just got this sick setup. Two, I'm currently studying algorithms, and I think this would be a great way for personally to reinforce what I'm learning. I think that that's something that's so great about teaching. And to teach, you have to have a certain level of understanding, and maybe this will, again, reinforce. And three, I hope this is also helpful for you out there. And please comment below if you like videos like this, and maybe I'll make more of them. Comment if you like the setup or if the lights are annoying. So please let me know about all of these things. Okay, so as you saw in the description, we will be doing 2 algorithms. So the first algorithm is called reverse string that we will be solving. That's the first problem. I'm not sure if the whiteboard is picking up. Let me try if I turn off the lights, as cool as they are. If not, I'll just put also like a little, as I go, maybe some of my things. So we saw the lights, they were cool. Okay, so reverse string, and then we're also going to be doing palindrome. And a palindrome is a word that's the same forwards and backwards. So a palindrome could be the name Hannah, right? H-A-N-N-A-H. And the word could be something totally made up. It could be ABBA, which I guess is maybe not a made up word. Abba dabba do. Okay, so ABBA, got it. Okay, so let's start with the reverse string problem. So the first thing I'm going to do is, say if someone was asking me this question, I would write down first the name, so reverse string, we got it, and then test cases. So maybe the person is like, yeah, so if you get the string name A, B, C, D, you're going to return the reverse. So you're going to return D, C, B, A. Emma, you're going to reverse the string. And I'm doing equals equals, but I guess this would kind of be like the return, A, M, M, E, right? Okay. And then in this case, we could ask, does it matter if there's an uppercase letter? Does it, what could be in the string? And, they could be like, don't even worry about that. Just reverse it regardless of whether this string contains symbols or spaces or capital letters, right? Okay, so my first gut instinct is I know that there is an array method, right? And the array method to reverse an array, so we were given a string, but to reverse an array, we could do array dot reverse, right? So if I'm given this, I would do start my function, and then it takes in string, and I want to return the reversed. So in this case, I could take my string and I can split, yes, sometimes S, string. I'm gonna remember because S for taking a string, converting it to an array, so S for split. So I'm gonna take the string and I'm gonna split it at each letter, right? So it's gonna take, so if I have Emma, for example, it's gonna take the string of Emma and do E, M, M, A in an array. Whereas say I had like Emma goes to bed and that was like the string had spaces in it, I could also split it if I added an extra space, right? I could split it so that at the different points it would just take the words and split it there, split it at the gap. Okay, so we're going to split the string to make it into an array. We're going to reverse it. But remember, we are returning the string reversed, not an array of the letters reversed. So we are going to then go and make it back into a string, so dot join, and we want to do that. And so the important thing now is nothing's going to happen, right, unless we make it a return statement. So return string dot split dot reverse dot join. Great. So that is my first gut solution. So we're now going to erase this and try a different approach. Okay, so for our next solution, option, we are going to take our string and we're going to do a loop. And what if we added each character as we looped through to the beginning of the string, of our reverse string? Okay, so let's give that a try. So we're going to start by creating a variable called reversed. And reversed is going to equal a string. And then we can do a traditional for loop. So it could be for let I, I'm sure you might know it, I, the length, you know. The only thing is you can, the thing is it's very easy in that sort of loop to mess something up, right? Like you get the length wrong, you do greater, you do less than. So you can do let character of string, for let char of string, reversed equals char, the character we're looping through, plus reversed. And now we return reversed. Okay, and that will achieve the same thing because say we start with E, so reverse is nothing, then reverse will equal E plus nothing, so it's E. Then we go to M, M plus E would be me. Then we go to M, M plus M, E. And then we got AM, or AMM, E. Okay, so we can actually, with the sort of logic we're using here, we can actually use another array helper to accomplish the same thing, and this one is called reduce. So let me erase this. So reduce can take a callback function with 4 values, but you don't need all of them. Previous value, current value, or it has 4 possible parameters. Previous value, current value, so you can use just those 2. You can also use the index, and you can access the whole array. And then you're going to make your return statement by comparing, usually for me, the previous value and the current value. And then you're going to start with your initial value. So this would be the initial value of a string. So I hope that was kind of a good explanation. If not, I will also link the MDN about it below. To use, again, an array method, right, we're going to use split. Starts with an S, we convert the string to the array. So string dot split, and then we're going to do dot reduce. And we're going to again call our previous value reversed, And we can call this current. Boop, boop, doop. And then our initial value is going to be a string. Yeah. So we're going to do return current. We're going to put that in front of reversed as we kind of loop through with reduce. And we can just return that. And if you want, you can also call this like char again, like character. That might be current char, what have you. Okay, so that is reverse a string. Next, we're going to move on to palindrome. Hi, I just realized that I forgot to name the function. I just did function string. So in this case, I would have called this function reverse, and it takes in the parameter of a string, right? And then to call it, I would do reverse string. Pass that in, and you can like console log that. Or sorry, I do reverse and pass in an actual string. So in this case, I'd pass in like Emma. Okay, there we go. Just wanted to finish that one out. So next, we're gonna do palindrome, like I said. Okay, so for palindrome, I don't know if I said this before, but a palindrome, right, is the reverse is the same one way as it is reversed. So like ABBA is a palindrome. And if it's a palindrome, we want to return true. And if it's not, we want to return false. Okay, so let's do our function. And it's taking in a string. So function pal, you call it palindrome, takes in a string. Okay. And boop-a-doo, boop-a-doo. Okay, so the first thing we could do is we could use our good old, right, array method called reverse, right? We learned that in part 1. And that's what's so great about learning algorithms is they really build off each other. And once you kind of take in these like initial solutions, other ones become clearer as you go, so that when you're presented with a problem that you've never seen before, you can kind of think back and be like, hey, when we reversed a string, right? We took the string, we did split, and then reverse, and then we joined it. So if that's the reverse string, then if that equals the string, equals, that would return true. If not, it would return false. So we can just return that right away. So return string, does string equal string dot split dot reverse dot join, then it's going to return true. And you can do that in if statement. This is just like one kind of right away of getting it all out there. Okay, so that's one way of doing it. I have an eraser. Oh no. Okay, and another way, if you want to be a little fancy, we can use the array method dot every, and we're going to compare every single character, and this returns a boolean of true or false, which is what we want. So again, it's an array method, so we're going to have to do string dot split, then dot every, and we're going to go as our parameters character and the index. So we want to return, we're going to compare for every character. You want to compare, for example, the first character, A, in this string, the last character. So we're going to do character equals string at string dot length minus I minus 1. And let's go through what this would look like. So the first every would be A. Our string, right, is ABBA. The length of the string, right, the first index is 0, 1, 2, 3. Our length is 4 though, right? So length is 4. I, in this case, the index is 0, minus 1. That's number 1. So that brings us to 3. So we're checking the third index of string. So the third index is A, so we're comparing A to A. Then we would move to the next character, which is B. So is B equal to, string dot length is still 4, I now equals 1, so string.length for -1, -1. So we're comparing it to 2. So is B equal to the index, string at index 2, which is B? Yes. So we would keep looping through this for every character and checking. And so we want to return that, and that will return the Boolean. And then we can check it by doing palindrome ABBA, right? That would return true. Palindrome Eli, however, would return false, right? I think I spent a lot of time facing the whiteboard, so I hope you were able to see that. Yeah, again, I don't know if I said this in the beginning, but now it's a little too late, but yeah, if you want to watch this and then pause it, or even this is helpful going back, like now you've seen the solutions, do it again, see if like you can remember them, or maybe even come up with your own way of doing it. Yeah, like, you know, you can, instead of returning it in one line, what if like your gut instinct was to return it, you know, I'm just saying you can have your own flair to it, and that's your thing. I'm just rambling now. Let me know in the comments below if you like this kind of video, or if you just stumbled upon my channel because of this video, and if you'd like to see more algorithms done on my whiteboard. Yeah, so have a great day. Thanks for watching. Bye.